Morning, Fabian. Can I just ask by asking about Matt O'Reilly? What's the latest position with him? What's his prognosis?
Yeah, it's like we expected, a bad injury. He needs a surgery on his ankle. I can't say how long we expect him to be out. We have to look how the rehab will go. But of course, it's a tough one for us. But we try to support him the best way we can. We try to get him as fast as possible on the pitch, and let's hope he will be back soon.
It's terrible luck for Matt and the club, of course. How is he? Have you spoken to him since Tuesday night?
I had a small chat with him yesterday. Of course, it's not the best situation. He's very, very disappointed, but he has a good character, and he's a very positive guy, and he looks immediately in the future and says that he will be back soon and he'll come back stronger, and that's a very positive thing. What I like, this attitude is very important, that you also stay mentally strong in tough moments like this, because you can't change it in the end, and that's why I think he will come back stronger.
I know you publicly said that Billy Gilmour you want him to stay and he'll be at the club. Does this have any input, or is this a factor on him? Is he now definitely going to stay because of the injury to Matt O'Reilly?
So all the decisions we discuss them together internal, with the chairman, with Tony, with Paul, with David. So all the decisions we do them together, and we discuss sometimes, of course, but they're always like arguments for both sides, and then we always decide what is best for the club, and then we will make the decisions, and then the public will see it.
Thank you for that. And in terms of the summer spending at Brighton, nearly 200 million spent, unprecedented for Brighton. How do you feel personally? How does that make you feel personally, that you feel backed, and how important is it in terms of the club fulfilling its ambitions for this season?
So I feel grateful. I feel thankful for Tony, for his decision, because it shows the ambition from the club. It shows that we want to make the next step together, that we try to build on a foundation that was built in the recent years, but also try to improve in some ways, and that's what I really like, because I'm also a very ambitious guy, and for me it's the right sign and in the right moment, and now hopefully we can achieve something big together.
And just finally from me, I know that you said on the podcast that your ideal squad is sort of 22 to 25. Will we expect to see quite a few outgoings in the next sort of 24 hours or so?
There will be outgoings, but again, these are all decisions that are internal, and when they get to the public, then we will let you know as soon as possible.
Thank you.
Hi, Fabian. Does the injury to Matt O'Reilly impact how you'll now use Ferdi Kadioglu?
That's a good question. So that's something what is positive from Ferdi, that is very flexible. He can play a lot of positions, and now we have to see, because he could train with the team a lot. So we have to see today, tomorrow, how he gets integrated, and maybe will be an option in the squad, maybe not. So we just have a look together on the situation, then we'll make a decision.
So he could be available on Saturday?
It is a opportunity, hopefully, yes.
On Saturday, Arsenal also still unbeaten. What do you make of their start, albeit not very many games yet?
One of the best team in the world at the moment. I think they don't have a lot of weaknesses. They have in all their positions, they have individual quality. They have solutions for all phases of the game. They're good in set pieces. They are good out of possession, good in possession. So we need a good day. We need a very good individual performance, but also a great togetherness on the pitch. And now it's up to us, like, that we try to confirm what we did the first two games. That is not like a surprise. It should be a a confirmation for us to go there and make a good game, and we go there to win, because I think my squad has the potential, but of course we have a lot of respect for Arsenal, because for me at the moment, one of the best teams in the world.
In terms of specific Arsenal players that could cause you a problem, are there any that you're kind of pinpointing?
I could mention now every individual player from them. Especially, like, of course, Ødegaard has something special. Havertz, I like the way he plays. He's for me one of the best German players we have. He's like complete in all this acting behavior on the pitch. Saka can decide a game with one situation. They have Martinelli, they have Trossard on the other side. They have very good defensive player. They have Rice, a good box-to-box player. So I can mention all their names, but in the end, it's a team sport, and hopefully we can present there as a good team, because we have to go there, and we also have to make sure that we can suffer together, because there will be phases where we have to suffer. There will be phases where we have to defend together. But I also want that we bring our style of play there, and that we have also our situations in possession, because that's very important, not only to defend there.
And just finally from me, when you first arrived at the club, did you feel like you'd arrive at the first international break with the chance to still be unbeaten?
When I arrived, I didn't think so much about the game or how the situation would be after Arsenal. I think it's a daily business, this job. You have to try to be the best version of yourself every day, and thinking like step for step. And we had now a great start. I think for me the win against Crawley was very important also in the League Cup. It was not an easy game, but that's our thinking, step for step, trying to make the next step, trying to continue in the process. And now we have a big challenge ahead of us. We are looking forward, and let's see what happens on Saturday.
Thank you.
Fabian, Pervis Estupiñán has been such a big part of the football club over the last couple of years. How good was it to see him back after such a long layoff, and what does that mean for you going forward?
Another great opportunity for us. I think when he is his best shape, he's one of the best left backs in the Premier League. He is full of energy. He is full of power, and now we have to reintegrate him as quick as possible, because he had a long injury, and after long injuries to come back is not easy. He missed a lot of content, a lot of tactical things also in the pre-season, so it's important now to get for him a mix between video sessions and then the pitch sessions, and that's why I think that he will be a great player for us again. But we shouldn't put pressure under him, because after long injury, the players, they need time to adapt, and that will be now important.
So he's another defensive option. A lot of the signings have been attacking players during this summer window, but how happy are you? It's been a great start defensively, but how happy are you with the defensive setup and the personnel you have at the club going into the post-transfer window period?
I think let's look at the situation with Adam Webster. For me, a role model of leading, a role model of how to be the best version every day, how he trains, how he behaves, how he's there for his teammates. For me, it's a shame to put him on the bench, because it's an unbelievable character, unbelievable player, and that's why you see the situation also in the defense is quite good. I don't want to put a player like him on the bench, but at the moment there are Lewis and JP, and we have a lot of options also in the defense. And I think against Crawley, we also kept a clean sheet. Of course, in some situations we were a little bit lucky, we have to be honest, but in the end there are also like great options in the last line. We added now Ferdi, who can play left fullback, right fullback. We have Igor Adam. We have still Derek Lamptey. We have a lot of options in the defensive line, and that's why I'm also happy with this part of the squad.
A welcome return for Bart Verbruggen as well. Does that give you a good dilemma? But Jason Steele has started the season very well as well.
Yeah, but for me it's clear that we will have a number one in this season. There will be clear roles for them, and I will be very, very straight with this communication. I will be very honest to them, and that's important for me, that they know their roles in the team, not only in the goalkeeper position, also in the other positions, that every player knows his role in the team. And I'm very happy to have both of them. So Jason made some really good games for us in the preseason, especially in Everton. Then here in the MX against Manchester, he had a great impact on the squad and on the pitch, and that's why I'm really happy to have him, and as well Bart. I think Bart shows, especially also in the Euro, how good he has, which potential he has. I think he can get one of the best goalkeepers in the world if he keeps going, if he keeps improving together with my goalkeeper coaches. Then he has a great future.
Just finally for me, on Arsenal, when you look at all the sides in the Premier League, do you think, and you mentioned togetherness and all their individuals, but are they one of the most complete teams and squads in the Premier League?
At the moment, I would say yes. So for me, it's a role model what Arteta did there. I think start was also not so easy, but the club stayed calm. What is nowadays not so normal anymore, and then you see what you can achieve. And I think what I see from outside, they are so good in the details. They have an answer for everything. They take care of their set pieces, of their throw-ins, of their kickoffs. They have like clear patterns in possessions. They have clear patterns out of possession. So they will have an answer and a solution on the pitch for everything, and that's something what comes through hard work, what comes when you focus on the process. So I think Arteta and his team, they are a role model for everyone, and of course I also follow their way, what they did in the last years, because it's something special, and of course I can also learn a lot from this.
Thank you.
Just following on from that, you called Arteta a role model there. Can you just talk a bit about how he's sort of transformed Arsenal from sort of mid-table mediocrity to a winning machine?
So, unfortunately, I'm not there. So I would love to see some insights, but I was not there the last years when they worked together. But for me, what I see, like how they developed in the last month, that's something very special. And you can only develop like this if you are like focusing on the details, if you trust the process, if you really work hard. I think also how they improve the players individually. You see small elements in their games that are helping the individual players, and that's something what I really like to look. And how they transform it to this machine, I don't know. But I think sometimes there are no secrets in football. They're just like outwork and just like to try to improve every day, and that's also like my thinking. And I'm really looking forward to compete with Arsenal, to compete with their coaching stuff, because it will be a great challenge for us. And we have a lot of respect, but again, we go there to win the game. And we go there to show our style of play, even when we play away.